US President Donald Trump has announced a 100% tariff on all foreign-made movies. In a post on Truth Social, Trump said that America's movie business has been stolen by other countries, likening it to stealing candy from a baby. The move could hit Indian cinema hard. The US accounts for nearly 35 to 40% of overseas box office revenue for Bollywood and regional films, making it their most crucial foreign market. If enforced, ticket prices and distribution costs could double, rendering many Indian releases financially unviable. Smaller and mid-budget productions are especially at risk with already razor-thin margins. However, several filmmakers have denied the major impact of the decision. All right, CNN News 18's Sanjay Suri is with us live on this story. Sanjay, many are saying that it will have a huge impact on Indian films, and there are some major filmmakers who are also saying that it will not have much of an impact. What exactly is going to happen post this tariff?
Well, first we have to see whether the tariff comes in. If you recall, this was announced by Trump earlier in May, and we had reported this from here in Washington then, and we had reported on the potential effect and the potential impact this could have on Bollywood cinema and other cinema from India. After that, nothing happened. This did not move forward at all, and no specifics were announced then. Again, no specifics have been announced, just a sort of expression of annoyance that it's like taking candy from a baby. But exactly how this will be implemented, we don't know. Whether it will be implemented at all, we don't know. Perhaps this reiteration and this re-announcement would suggest that this time Trump is serious. If he is, then certainly a lot of Indian cinema will be affected. As you point out, margins for profit in this business can be quite thin, and the overseas territory is a very important territory for Indian cinema. The estimate here is that the Bollywood and the entire cinema market is worth about $50 billion a year, of which Indian cinema is less than 1%. So as a percentage here it is small, but in itself it is a very substantial business for a lot of filmmakers, particularly those keen on a market abroad. And as we've all seen, a lot of films are made with NRI themes and foreign themes built into the stories for the purpose of this market. So this really is a very far-reaching impact that this could potentially have, not just on the success, even on the content of the cinema. But at the moment, it's not certain how this will proceed, whether this will proceed, because the order is short of specifics.
And Sanjay, if you can tell us, is there any other country which is going to suffer beside India with this tariff? And also I want to know from you, is there any specific country with which, keeping in mind Donald Trump has taken this decision?
Well, nothing really. Anything non-American is bad for Donald Trump, and this would affect cinema from everywhere. Japanese films, British films, French films, and these are countries that produce amazing cinema, amazing films. Italian cinema. All this is a very landmark cinema from all of these countries, and films from these countries have their place amongst the greatest and the most successful films ever. So all foreign films would be affected. Trump has not specified which country he would want to tariff. He hasn't that plan in mind at all. It really is all foreign cinema. As he sees it, California is being unfairly taken advantage of. He's out to protect the Hollywood cinema out of Los Angeles in California. It's American cinema he's seeking to protect, and protect against cinema from just about everywhere else.
Sanjay, thank you for joining us with latest on this story. But stay with us. I'll come back to you. We are getting another breaking news. But before that, let's also listen into filmmaker Bijoy Nambiar on US tariffs on films.
America is a market for our films, but I don't think we make films primarily keeping in mind the American market. It's another market alongside the other international sectors. And because I think our films are mainly keeping in mind the Indian audiences and the India market, and of course the OTT market, and those are the biggest revenue source for films. And of course, the international sectors, America is a huge market, but I don't think that there are films being made only keeping that market in mind. And yes, these tariffs will adversely affect us. But seeing the frequency with which every day the American government comes up with different tariffs for on all different industries, I think films are another collateral that has happened wrong, and we'll have to see how the market responds to that and what happens going ahead. But I don't see our films that are being made here. Of course, they'll get affected, but because we are not making films primarily for that market, it is just a dent in the revenue source that we'll see.